വസന്തം നിന്റെ ചാരുതയോ ഒഴുകും മോഹനയമാ കളിവീണയെവിടെ താളമെവിടെ വെണ്ണിലാവോ ചന്ദനമോ.
ഹലോ ഹലോ
Attention parents. The parents are requested to be seated in the hall near to the main auditorium. So all the parents who are standing near the auditorium are requested to be seated on the hall near to the basketball court.
morning to one and all present here.
Myself, Elizabeth Paul.
And I am Adira S. Nair.
We will be your host for this memorable Convocation Day.
It gives me immense pleasure to extend a warm welcome to all the graduates of 2025 batch, parents and faculty on this momentous occasion of our Convocation Day.
Please make sure that you are seated in the order and as per the instruction provided. All are requested to adhere to the codes of conduct strictly.
Graduation Day is a momentous occasion that marks the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and perseverance. It is not only a celebration of academic achievements, but also a stepping stone towards future aspirations.
This day signifies the transition of students into professionals, ready to contribute their knowledge and skills to society. It's a proud moment for the graduates, their families, and institution alike. We welcome you all to the graduation ceremony of Model Engineering College, Trikakara.
To commence this auspicious graduation day with divine blessings, I now invite our esteemed faculty member, Ms. Niravadya, to offer the prayer. Request everyone to rise for the prayer.
हंसयुक्तविमानचारिणि अम्बिगे जगदम्बिगे हंसयुक्तविमानचारिणि अम्बिगे जगदम्बिगे सर्वमङ्गलदायिके सर्वार्थसिद्धिविदायिके सर्वमङ्गलदायिके सर्वार्थसिद्धिविदायिके सर्वमङ्गलदायिके सर्वार्थसिद्धिविदायिके सर्वमङ्गलदायिके सर्वार्थसिद्धिविदायिके अम्बा गौरी अम्बा गौरी
Thank you, Ms. Niravadya, for that beautiful and soulful prayer which has filled this hall with positivity and grace. It is now my privilege to invite Dr. Jayachandran E.S., Principal of the Government Model Engineering College, to deliver the welcome address.
A warm good morning to one and all. Model Engineering College, abbreviated as MEC, started in 1989 under the aegis of IHRD with 120 engineering students, has now emerged as a center of excellence in technical education with an intake of 672 and with high results and placement rates. Today, we are celebrating the graduation of 2025 pass-out students, a day of manifestation of the beginning of their dreams. Let me come to my duty to welcome President of the function, Dr. V.A. Arun Kumar, Director IHRD, is a visionary and a great administrator who is the driving force of IHRD. A warm welcome to you, sir, on behalf of the MEC community. Now we have with us Rear Admiral Srinivas Madulla, Flag Officer, Sea Training, Indian Navy, as our chief guest. We are privileged and proud to have such an honored person as chief guest and to present the certificates and awards to our graduates. On behalf of the MEC community, we welcome you, sir, on this auspicious occasion. Our PTA Vice President, Mr. Anil Joseph, is here to bless us on this occasion. A warm welcome to you, to sir. Dr. Murali Krishna, scientist of NPOL, is our distinguished alumni. He is with us to bless the occasion. I will welcome you, sir, to this function on behalf of the team MEC. I welcome other dignitaries on the dais, Dean, Head of the Departments, Administrative Officer on this occasion. And I welcome all faculty, staff, parents, and student volunteers of MEC to this function. Last but not the least, I extend a warm welcome to all the graduates who have come here for receiving their certificates and blessing this grand function. Let us make this occasion a memorable one in your life. Thank you.
We sincerely thank our respected principal for the heartfelt welcome and thoughtful words that have truly enriched this occasion. We are honored to have with us Dr. V.A. Arun Kumar, Director, IHRD. A distinguished academician and administrator, Dr. Arun Kumar has been at the forefront of advancing technical education and skill development across the state. Under his leadership, IHRD has strengthened its role as a pioneer institution in fostering academic excellence, innovation, and industry-ready professionals. Let us warmly welcome Dr. V.A. Arun Kumar, Director of IHRD, for the presidential address.
Honorable guest of the ceremony, Rear Admiral Srinivas Marula, respected MLA Srimati Uma Thomas, dear Principal Dr. Jayesh Dhanan, dear Dean Dr. Rajesh, my dear colleagues, proud parents, distinguished guests, most importantly, the brilliant graduates of Model Engineering College, class of 2025, good morning. Today, we gather to celebrate a milestone that marks both an end and a beginning. You, the graduates of Model Engineering College, are stepping into a world that is being reshaped by technology at an unprecedented pace. This is your moment. And I am honored to address the architects of tomorrow. As I stand here, I see not just engineers, but visionaries, innovators, and change makers. You have been nurtured in an institution renowned for its academic rigor, cutting-edge research, and a legacy of excellence. Modern Engineering College has equipped you with the tools to think critically, solve complex problems, and push boundaries. But more than that, it has instilled in you a mindset, an engineer's mindset, that blends curiosity with courage and creativity with responsibility. We are living in an extraordinary era. Artificial intelligence is powering industries, healthcare, and even our daily lives. Quantum computing is unlocking possibilities we once thought impossible. IoT connects our world in a way unimaginable a decade ago. And yet, with every leap forward, we face new challenges, ethical dilemmas, environmental crisis, and the need of inclusive innovation. This is the world you are inheriting, and it is the world that needs you more than ever. As you leave these hallowed halls, I urge you to carry some important principles into your journey. First, embrace disruption with a purpose. Technology is a force of disruption, but disruption without direction is a chaos. You are not just engineers, you are problem solvers with a conscience. Whether you are designing AI algorithms, building sustainable systems, or pioneering new frontiers in robotics, ask yourself, how does my work serve humanity? Let your innovations uplift communities, bridge inequalities, and protect our planet. Kerala, with its rich tradition of progress and social equity, has shown the world what's possible when technology meets purpose. You are heirs to that legacy. Carry it forward. Second, never stop learning. The half-life of technical knowledge is shrinking. What you have mastered today may be obsolete tomorrow. But the ability to learn, unlearn, and relearn will keep you ahead. Model Engineering College has given you a foundation, but the skyscraper of your career will be built on your willingness to adapt. Dive into the new fields, explore interdisciplinary domains, and embrace failure as a teacher. In this era of rapid change, curiosity is your greatest asset. Lead with integrity. Technology amplifies our choices for better or worse. As engineers, you wield immense power to shape societies. Use it wisely. Build systems that are transparent, ethical, and inclusive. Stand up for truth in an age of misinformation. Advocate for accessibility so that the benefits of technology reach every corner of our world. Let your work reflect the values of IHRD, excellence, innovation, and service to society. Let me share a story that resonates with this moment. In the early days of computing, engineers like you worked tirelessly to create machines that could process information faster than the human mind. Today, those efforts have given us AI that can write poetry, diagnose diseases, and even assist in disaster responses. But the heart of every technological breakthrough is a human spark, an idea born from someone who dared to dream bigger. You are that spark. Whether you join a startup, lead a research, or launch your own venture, let your dreams ignite progress. As you step into this technology-driven era, remember that you are not alone. You carry the pride of Model Engineering College, the vision of IHRD, and the hopes of a nation that believes in your potential. Dear graduates, please don't forget this support system that have been with you every step of the way. To the faculty members who have guided and mentored you, supporting staff who cared you, the families and friends who have cheered you on, thank them all for their encouragement and support. Today, you join a distinguished group of alumni who have made significant contributions to society. You have the power to make a difference, to leave a lasting impact, to inspire future generations. Use your skills and knowledge to address the pressing issues of our time. Class of 2025, the world is waiting for your brilliance. Get out there and build, innovate, and inspire. Make us proud, not just as engineers, but as compassionate, curious, and courageous leaders of tomorrow. On behalf of faculty, staff, and entire team at IHRD, I extend my heartfelt congratulations to all my dear graduates. The world is waiting for you. Thank you.
Thank you, respected Director, for your insightful and inspiring presidential address, which has given great value to today's convocation. We are privileged to have with us Rear Admiral Srinivas Madula, Flag Officer, Sea Training. May I request our Chief Guest, Rear Admiral Srinivas Madula, to kindly light the lamp and inaugurate the function. I also request all other dignitaries on the dais to join him.
May this lamp lighting signify the beginning of a bright and successful journey for our graduates. We are privileged to have with us Rear Admiral Srinivas Madula, Flag Officer, Sea Training. He was commissioned into the executive branch of the Indian Navy on 1st January 1994. He is a surface warfare specialist and has had varied experience at sea and in training billets as a specialist navigator. Over the years, he has undertaken a variety of assignments that cover operational, instructional, and staff responsibilities. In his sea tenures, he has had the opportunity to command Indian Naval Fast Attack Craft FAC-80, missile vessel INS Nipat, and missile frigates INS Godavari, Ganga, Trikan, and the shore establishment INS Kadamba. He has also tenanted billets of Captain Workup, Principal Director, Network-Centric Operations, and Commodore Naval Intelligence. These billets provided him opportunities to work in diverse operational and functional domains of the Navy.
On promotion to flag rank, he assumed the role of Flag Officer Sea Training on 30th August 2024. In his present appointment, he is tasked with overseeing operational sea training for all ships and submarines of the Indian Navy, ensuring they meet required standards of combat readiness. The officer is an alumnus of National Defense Academy, Kadakwasia, a distinguished graduate of the United States Marine Corps Command and Staff College, Quantico, and an alumnus of Naval War College, Goa. The officer is married to Mrs. Devaki, and the couple has 2 children, a daughter and a son. Now I request our chief guest, Rear Admiral Srinivas Madula, to deliver the inaugural address.
Respected dignitaries on the stage, members of the faculty, proud parents, and most importantly, the graduating students of the Government Model Engineering College, good morning to you all. It is an honor and a privilege to join you today on this memorable occasion. Convocation ceremonies are always special. They are moments of joy, pride, and a deep sense of achievement. Having graduated from the National Defense Academy, I clearly remember our passing out parade many, many years ago. That's the one in which we are in full ceremonial uniform, swords in hand, saluting the national flag while we are marching across, signifying the end of our training. We end the ceremony unofficially by throwing up our caps in the air and cheering. I must say your robes are infinitely more colorful than what we wore then, and you have caps too, but I'm not suggesting anything. Anyways, however we are dressed for the occasion, it is a day to cherish. For you, the graduating class, this marks the end of years of hard work, tight deadlines, and probably sleepless nights with innumerable cups of tea and coffee. For your parents, a moment of quiet satisfaction, for they have been the anchors of your journey throughout. For your teachers, a moment of fulfillment, seeing their students spread their wings. For you, it is the beginning of something exciting. As you receive your degrees, you're not just walking away with a certificate. You're stepping into the wider world, armed with your knowledge, skills, and more importantly, the potential to create something meaningful. When a ship sails out from a harbor for your long voyage, the crew is excited, nervous, and hopeful, much like all of you today. This institution, established in 1989, incidentally, that's the year I graduated out of school, has grown into one of the finest engineering colleges of the country. Your rankings speak for themselves. But beyond numbers, what struck me most was the range of projects and activities that all of you are involved in. from AI-based healthcare applications to sustainable microturbines to riverine energy, from epilepsy detecting wearables and blockchain warranted systems. This shows that you students are not afraid to push boundaries. Clearly, your college has succeeded in building not just engineers, but innovators, problem solvers, and most importantly, leaders, judging by where your alumni is placed today. Let me now share a little from my own memory. As was indicated, I am also currently associated with teaching in some manner. I am responsible for the operational sea training of the Indian Navy's ships and submarines. And in the course of my work, I often go out to sea, and the conditions at sea are never predictable. What keeps a ship steady at sea, despite these challenging conditions, is not just technology, but the preparation, resilience, and teamwork of the crew. This is a lesson I believe applies equally to all of you and life outside the Navy. You cannot control the waves of change, whether it is rapid technological advancement, shifting economic trends, or personal tragedies also. But you can prepare yourself, adapt, and respond with confidence. During your years here, you've learned the principles of engineering, built projects, solved problems, passed examinations. But the real test lies ahead, when you will need to apply these skills to problems that don't have ready-made solutions or answers at the end of the textbook. Early on in my career, I was posted on a ship that was undergoing an important operational exercise. Everything had been planned meticulously, but on the second day, a major technical issue surfaced, threatening the entire mission. The easy thing, of course, would have been to abandon the mission and go back to harbor, get it rectified, and come back. Instead, the team came together, working through the night to find a solution. What struck me most was not the technical brilliance, which of course there was plenty of it, but the spirit of collaboration and the refusal to give up, and the humility to listen to each other. The lesson I took away, and one I hope you will also carry forward, is that attitude and character matters most in life. Allow me to dwell on 4 strengths that I learned in the Navy that I believe are essential for success, not only in your careers, but in life in general. The first is knowledge. How does one operate a nuclear reactor in a submarine safely? How does one pilot an aircraft proceeding on a strike mission into enemy territory? How does one navigate a ship in the passage through the Suez Channel? It is all about knowing your job well and doing it well. The education that you received here gives you only a foundation. You have to be a constant learner, and as Director IHRD also pointed out, you have to be constantly curious and exploring just about everything in life. That will shape you as a person. The second is reliability. In the Navy, reliability and trust is everything. A ship at sea functions because every individual trusts the other to do their duty, even when nobody is watching. Our Marine commandos routinely jump off aeroplanes, trusting that the person who has packed his parachute has done his job well. I just spent a couple of days this week in our latest aircraft carrier. The $2.5 billion aircraft carrier is steered at night by a 25-year-old officer on watch, while the captain is catching a nap. He trusts the young officer to do his job. In your professional life, your reliability will define your reputation, your credibility, and ultimately your success. The third is adaptability. When I joined the Navy, I thought life would be all about keeping a good watch on the bridge of a ship which is similar to the cockpit of an aircraft, and saluting smartly. Reality was very different. One day, you're navigating your ship through a cyclone. The next day, you've been asked to be the referee in a football match. The next, you're on a mission to interdict a pirate ship and free some hostages. And the day after, you're tasked to organize an international seminar on drone technology. The scope of the things that we do is absolutely endless. But the Navy has taught me one golden lesson: adaptability. Ships don't wait for the perfect weather, and life also won't. The ability to adjust, improvise, and find solutions is what keeps you afloat, literally and figuratively. The last lesson is about empathy. Technology is powerful, but at the heart of every problem you solve will be people. You can't command a ship or lead a team without understanding people. Once, I scolded a sailor for being late to duty. Later, I found out that he had spent the night helping another shipmate who needed to clear some certification exams and qualification standards for which he needed coaching. I felt like a fool. That day, I realized that leadership without empathy is like sailing without a compass. You'll keep moving, but in the wrong direction. Leadership is a quality I urge you to think about constantly as you move ahead in life. On a ship, the most respected leaders are those who embody all those lessons of knowledge, adaptability, reliability, and empathy that I just spoke about. In your careers, whether you lead teams of 5 or 500, remember that real leadership is about service and not just authority. It is about enabling others to succeed. Once, when I was on a small ship with minimal crew, our cook was down because of a fever, and we were surviving on tinned rations. Those were the days when one of the sailors had made some laddus. Technically, it was dessert, but practically it was like a cement block, uneatable. But everyone ate it with a smile and praised him to no end, because he had stayed up all night after his night watch to surprise all of us on Diwali. That tiny act reflects many elements of leadership-driven team spirit. That is something that all of you need to imbibe. Let us also talk about failure, a word most of us are uncomfortable with. In the Navy, despite the best training, there are times when things don't go as planned. Exercises fail, equipment breaks down. Sometimes even missions have to be stopped because they fall short of expectations. But we do not call them disasters. We call them lessons, because every failure teaches us something valuable that success often hides. You too will face setbacks. You may not be getting the first job that you dream of. Your startup idea may not work the first time. Your research may hit a dead end. But remember, failure is not final unless you stop trying. As engineers, treat failure like data. Analyze it, learn from it, and move forward with even greater clarity. Before I conclude, I will leave you with a thought. Many of you will want to explore opportunities globally. There are many success stories of friends thriving in other countries. But let me also remind you that great opportunities do not always lie abroad. Many of India's most inspiring innovators chose to return home and build here. A name that readily comes to mind is Sridhar Vembu, the founder of Zoho. I'm sure all of you have heard of it. Sridhar studied engineering in Madras and went on to start a successful career in the Silicon Valley. But in the mid-90s, he chose to return to India and built Zoho, a global software giant with more than 100 million users. How he built it is even more inspiring. Instead of setting up shop in Bangalore or Gurgaon, he went back to a village in Tamil Nadu. And from there, he created a company that rivals the best in Silicon Valley. Zoho is proof that India can deliver world-class products and that innovation can rise from rural India, not just from large cities. As I look at you today, I feel hopeful. This gathering is filled with talent, energy, and potential. You represent not just the future of this college, you represent the future of this country and of your generation. In the Navy, when a ship sails out of harbor, we often wish her fair winds and following seas. Today, I offer the same to you as you sail out into the ocean of life. May your winds be fair, may your seas be kind, and may your journeys be filled with purpose and pride. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, our esteemed Chief Guest, Rear Admiral Srinivas Madula sir, for your enlightening inaugural address and for gracing this convocation with your valuable presence. Model Engineering College, Thrikkakara, has long been a hub of excellence, nurturing talented engineers. Today, we celebrate the remarkable achievements of our brilliant graduates. It is now my honor to invite our esteemed Chief Guest, Rear Admiral Srinivas Madula, to distribute the certificates. I also request all other dignitaries on the dais to join him.
I request the distinguished PhD graduates of the academic year 2024-25 to please come forward to be presented with their certificates. Srimati Kiran Susan Paul. She was guided by Dr. Jobimol Jacob, Professor and Head of Electronics Engineering Department. I request the Supervisor, Dr. Jobimol Jacob, also to be with her. Srimati Sajita S. She is also our faculty. She was supervised by Dr. Mini MG, Professor in Electronics. Dr. Mini MG currently not in the station.
Now I request the distinguished MTech graduates to come forward and collect their certificates. Also request the PG coordinators to be on the stage. Data Science, the topper is Thomas John. Meghna Raj M. Anarkha K. Mohan. Vaishnavi B. Anandalakshmi K.A. Nikhil PS, MTech Energy Management. The class topper is Aaron Joseph George. Chidambaranath Ganapati Iyer. Krishnanath Venkatraman.
Moving on to MTech VLSI, the class topper is Shilpa Shashi. Anthony Jose. Aisha CT. Fabia CA. Hadi Rahman AV. Rohish Bhaskaran. And Srinivas S. Pai.
Now I request the computer science toppers to come forward to receive the certificates. Ria Rebecca Ebin, computer science first topper. Second topper Nandita H. Third toppers are shared between Angela Joss and Abhinav MM.
Now I request the Computer Science A-Batch Staff Advisor to come forward and announce the list of graduates. Graduates are also requested to come forward and receive the certificates.
Good morning, everyone. A. Nisha, Abhiram PK, Abhijit Vinish, Adil Muhammad, Adityan V, Alan Shibu, Amil PA, Anish Pillai, അന്നു കുരുവിള, ആന്റണി യേശുദാസ്, അർച്ചിത് പി ബി, അർപ്പിത സുധീർ, ആഷ്ലി മരിയം, അശ്വിൻ മാധവ്, അശ്വിൻ എസ്, അതുൽ കൃഷ്ണ, ബിനീത ബാബു, ഡി കൃഷ്ണദാസ്, ഡെന്നിസ് ജോൺസ്, ഡയസ് ജോർജ്, ഗൗതം മുരളീധരൻ, ഗീതു സെബാസ്റ്റ്യൻ, ഗോപിക കെ എസ്, ഗൗതം സി അരുൺ, ഹാരിൻ വി, ജീവൻ എസ് പി, ജെഫ് പ്രകാശ്, ജുവൽ ജോയ്, ജിബിൻ ബി, ജോയൽ ജി ആന്റണി, ജോസഫ് ആന്റണി, കാർത്തിക് ജി കുമാർ, കെവിൻ ഉമ്മൻ, മഹേശ്വരി ഡരിഷ്, മണികണ്ഠൻ എസ്, മരിയ സൂസൻ, മേധ കെ, മേഘ എൽ, മുഹമ്മദ് അർഷാദ്, മുഹമ്മദ് റസൽ, നവീൻ മേനോൻ, നോയൽ സിറിയാക്, രാഹുൽ സുരേഷ്, റയുവൽ കെ കുഞ്ഞുമോൻ, റിയ മേരി ജൂഡ്, രോഹിത് പി എസ്, സമസ്യ പി പ്രമോദ്, സിദ്ധാർത്ഥ് സുരേഷ്, സിദ്ധാർത്ഥ് ദിലീപ്, സോണിയ സ്റ്റൈൻ, ശ്രീപ്രിയ കെ എസ്, ശ്രീലക്ഷ്മി ആർ, ടി എ അസ്മ,